Peace and love. Alright, so let's talk about this divine cycle. So this is a cycle most people have no idea about. But you can research and look into it though. So, why do you think everybody is waking up now? Everybody's being spiritual, and where is this coming from? People wanting to eat healthy out of nowhere. Everything that got something to deal with nature and natural, people are attracted to. Certain people though. Why do you think this is happening? And this is happening because it's an awakening. So, it's a great cycle, right? And I'm going to explain what this is, right? So, a great cycle happens every 25,920 years. So, if you look at this, because all cycles are circles. So, let's say this is where the cycle starts, right? Once it go around and get back to this place where it started at, it's 25,920 years. So why is that important? That's important because literally, if you pay attention to the stars, the moon, the planets, all the alignments that happen, each alignment don't happen until it goes into a full circle. So the day you was born, right? The day you was born, the stars had to be aligned in certain ways, and because of this alignment, it created a certain energy. And you had to be in that certain place to get that energy from this perception. So, a soul that's identical to your soul will not be born until that alignment comes back into play again. But that alignment only happens every 25,920 years. Right? So look, this is how the cycle is broken down. So, by looking at this, right? The cycle is just like our cycles, because the macro is just a reflection of the micro, meaning that the higher cycles just reflects the lower cycles. So just as we got spring, then summer, then fall, and then winter, and then we go back into spring. Right now, this is springtime, but this springtime for our consciousness. So I'm explaining that, right? So this 25,920 year cycle is broke down into 4. And one of these cycles is the spring, which is the golden age, right? The golden age is because in the spring, what happens? Things start to wake up. Life start to happen. That's what's going on right now with us. But it's the beginning of the spring. So in the beginning of the spring, it just was winter. So it's not gonna, the awakening not gonna happen like, but it's gonna happen, and it's happening, and there's nothing. It ain't no going backwards now. So for the last 6,000 years, to be exact, 6,480 years, we were in the dark age. Literally, we was in the winter. In the winter, what happens in the winter? Nothing grows. You can't connect to the energy. There's no life. There's death. Don't that sound like the last 6,000 years? So the thing is, now we just came into the spring, and that's what this awakening is about. It's about this spring energy. And spring is broken down into months, great months, if you must say, because you got to look at it. So each phase of the spring is 2,160 years. So we just reached the first month of spring. We got 3 months. But the thing is, the month that we're in, we just came from the winter. So the effect of the winter is still on us. And that's what we're going through. But once we get to the middle month, that's when we're going to be in the middle, which is Taurus. Right? This is why it's governed by the bull. We was just in Aquarius energy because that's the middle month of the winter. And that's governed by a masculine energy. And that's why it was no heart energy. It was just thinking, force. Masculine energy is a force. It's about strength. That's why it was all about war. But now we go into this awakening, and then the awakening is called the golden age, because this one we remember who we are. And you got to understand, some of the great times that's written about and some of these religious books is the energy now. So the same energy our ancestors had, we now have, because that's why they say the gods is back. The gods is this energy. We are the gods, the people that's awakening. And you got to understand this, right? So after we come out of the spring, we're going to go into the summer, which is the silver summer. And silver is a feminine energy. This is going to be when it's going to be like heaven on earth. But we got a long time before we get there. And then after we live this heaven on earth, we're going to fall again. We're going to go into fall, which is governed by bronze. And then once we fall and we making religion, we separating from each other, we start losing who we are. Then we're going to go to the bottom of that, which is the winter, where it's going to be no spirituality again. It's going to be no magic. There's going to be no nature. We're going to go back into that physical energy, and then we're going to wake up. It's just a cycle. So just like any other cycle, within this cycle, it is 12 months, if you must say. And so a lot of people know that we came out of Pisces, and we just came into Aquarius. So this is why the energies were so strong, because we just made a big shift into the spring and another big shift out of a Pisces energy to Aquarius energy, which is the water bearer. This is why all this information is here. So the information is here now. The energy to awaken yourself is here now. So the spring is the golden age, and it's governed by Taurus, which is the bull. The summer is the silver summer, governed by Leo, which is the lion. The fall is the bronze, which is governed by Scorpio, which is the eagle. And last but not least, Iron Age, which is called the dark age, is the winter. And it's governed by Aquarius, which is the man. So this is the same man, bull, lion, eagle that they talk about in the Bible when they say that this is how God appeared to them. This is the same one. If you look at the 4 Gospels, what are they depicted as? Man, bull, lion, eagle. That's all it's talking about. So the thing is aligning yourself to this awakening, understanding that the powers is there. It's just, do you want to tap in and use it? It's no special people. It's special energy that people are using. So tap in. Peace and love.